Warps are useful for more complex game structures and testing your own games. For an exit, you'll want to add a tag so that it can be targeted by an entrance, which must also contain the corresponding tag. If you haven't watched the video on entrances, I recommend watching that one next. Any node connected to the true branch of this exit is going to only execute when it's actually reached by a warp. If I connected anything to the false output, it would be visible immediately or as soon as it is encountered in the flow of a graph. So if I put this node here, I could go down this path and go right by this node into level. However, at the moment that I went past this node, I would be presented with whatever comes after this node, which in this case would be exit. So here I would see continue, and because of this entrance and the true output being exit, I would see exit. If I chose continue, I would move on to level. If you want to keep an exit hanging like this, I recommend disabling the false output so that that's just never a concern to you. So in this case, if we're just going to have this sort of hanging logic, this would only ever be reached through this warp. Here's an example of how you might use warps to test your game. Let's say that I just wanted to see how this node looked on the table. Well, I wouldn't have to go through these two story nodes and a level in order to get to it. If I just put a warp in front of it and I immediately warp to this node, I will actually just go to my exit node. So here I'm going to run the game. And all I see is the exit node. I didn't have to go through the other two story nodes or the level node to reach it.